everyone. My name is Chi. This is my first time doing an actual YouTube video, and I wanted to share my story about uterine fibroids. I purposely wanted to wait till after 6 months I've had the surgery, and today is actually the 22nd. I had the surgery done February 20th, 2 days after my birthday. And so please just pardon me because, like I said, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a blogger. I'm just a girl in this world that really would like to educate women on what we should do as a community to prevent issues like this in the future. Anyone who desires children, even if you don't desire children, just the things that we do that make our health worse than better. So this may be a little long. Hopefully I have my cousin edited. But anyway, so my story began when I've always had issues with my cycle as a kid, teenager, where they were beyond painful, and I'm talking about unbearable to the point where I was forced to go to school. My mom was not letting me miss school, period or no period, whatever. But college, yes, I would not even go to classes because my cycles were that bad. Heating pads wouldn't work. I would have accidents. It was galore. Never in a million years until I'm going to just fast forward to when I was 35. I was in a relationship and wanted to pursue having children. And I was always, curious, like, okay, I've been with people, I've been in relationships with people who've had children. Why is it that, you may have that one or two slip up and you're like, oh, so, but it just never happened. So anyway, it was until this particular doctor visit, my doctor said, well, if, try for 6 months, and if nothing happens, then I'll have you go see a fertility specialist. So I went to, tried or whatever, and nothing happened. I looked it up and, do this position, blah, 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 blah. I got to keep this friendly, PG friendly. But anyway, so basically I went to the doctor and I wouldn't say started fertility treatment, but I started the process of just options, finding options. So they did multiple tests, and they said I had a good egg count. For me to be 35 years old, I had an egg count of a 20-something-year-old. So I was like, okay, cool. Felt hopeful. All right, let me fast forward. So after I looked into all of that, I had one surgery because they did detect some fibroids the size of, I don't know, walnuts or something. So the surgery I had first was called a, it was like a laser. They tried to laser off the fibroids. And basically the doctor did the surgery and I still had the same exact issue. Nothing was done. This took me out of work for about 2 weeks, nothing major. And I was fine. Like it was an in and out procedure. I was out that same day. So fast forward to last year, 2018. So 2018, I pursued seeing a new doctor because I said, okay, this has got to be something deeper, more. So my doctor, she put me on birth control to control my periods, and I was like, okay. It seemed like it was working, but then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened was she increased my dosage. So ladies, don't go with a higher dosage if you are taking birth control for period purposes, because the estrogen really, like, it maximizes to the point where I don't even know. But anyway, I feel like I'm gonna end up doing this video again. I really feel like I'm gonna end up having to do this video again because I'm leaving out stuff and I didn't want to write anything down. I wanted it to just be raw. And I'm going to get to the nitty gritty in a moment. So basically, after seeing my new doctor, and she puts me through a few, sonograms and ultrasounds and all that. So they end up finding 7. I had 7 fibroids the size of apples. So she's like, the birth control's not working. At this point, you're going to have surgery. So I'm like, oh my God. I told her the first surgery I went through. Then it's crazy. She recommends me to the same surgical practice as the previous surgeon. So I'm like, what in the world? Like, I told her my bad experience, what I had with that lady. I just felt like she got a paycheck and that was it. So I meet with the surgeon and I ended up feeling comfortable with him. He kept it real with me. He told me that, whatever I see, I'm going to get out. Now, also disclosure. So not only did I have 7 fibroids at the time, I also had 2 cysts. One in my left ovary and one in my right ovary. So cysts can shrink, They usually tell you to monitor them. I don't know how they can shrink, but they can grow a little bit, but it's not something like beyond major. So anyway, so I meet with the surgeon and he's aware of that. And he pretty much says, whatever I see, I'm going to take out. I'm going to just get it all out there. If I see the cysts, I'll get those. If I see, I'm going to see the fibroids, I'll get whatever out. And basically the procedure that I had it was called a myomectomy. So myomectomy is similar to a hysterectomy, except my uterus is still in place because at this point I'm 37, just turned 38, and I still desire to have children. So fast forward, I'm getting myself ready for the surgery and everything, and the day of surgery, my nerves were shot. Like, I thought it was all cool, okay. I was just prepared. I was just ready for this relief to have. Excuse me, my stomach hurt a little bit as I'm doing this, so I need my ginger tea. So, the day of surgery, I asked for the anesthesia. Well, you have to go under anyway, but I needed the medicine to get your nerves kind of, because I'm like, I already self-diagnosed myself with anxiety, Anyway, so after so basically surgery is done. I ended up having complications. Yeah. My complications made me stay in the hospital a few extra days than I was supposed to. With a myomectomy, you're supposed to be home in 3 days. I was in there for almost 6. So what happened was, let me tell you the crazy news first. So the crazy news is it wasn't 7 fibroids. The doctor found 16. And 16 fibroids I had. And oh wow, it's just crazy knowing that I had 16 of them. Basically, he said that they were all around my uterus. They were in it, out and around it. Just imagine, the shape of your uterus, and there's 16 just in, out, around, poking everywhere. So that explains why I couldn't have children, because during insemination, where could they go? They were basically little balls blocking everything. So he took that out. He took out 16 fibroids. He took out the cyst. And I lost a lot of blood. You have to make sure your blood count is really up to par before you have surgery. And I do blame the lab that I went to, because they actually did not inform my doctor what my blood results were. And then also, my doctor the surgeon didn't even, they take your blood work during surgery, but at this point, they proceeded to have surgery on me knowing that my blood count was really low. Now, when I say blood count, my anemia. when you suffer from really bad periods, more than likely you have anemia, which is a blood disease where your blood is thinner, you get cold all the time, and you want to eat ice, things like that. So you're supposed to take iron pills, iron supplements, a lot of leafy greens and vegetables to, keep your iron going. So I wasn't doing that. I probably took a few pills before my surgery, but that's not going to do much. So anyway, the reason why I was in surgery long because I lost so much blood. I ended up needing not one, but 2 transplants. So what they don't tell you after you have a myomectomy is the care after you get out the hospital. And this is what I want you ladies to know and understand, that after a myomectomy, the hospital did not prepare me for what I was going to deal with at home. I literally couldn't get out of bed. My mom took care of me for the 2 weeks of the 6 weeks I was out. Because basically the incision is right underneath your belly button. Mine is about this big. And my surgeon, he did a great job. Everybody who kept seeing it, they was like, "Oh my God, it's so neat," blah blah blah. So, okay, I'm sorry. Let me jump back a second. So, from the surgery, when I was in there, and they told me everything that they removed, you have to pass a bowel movement, okay, before you are released, and that is one of the hardest things ever to do. I still kept going to the bathroom because my anxiety was just through the roof. I have visitors every day, 3 to 5 visitors per day practically, and it was just embarrassing because I had to keep going to the bathroom, or I had to walk around. You see people on TV with the walking around the hospital with the pole. That was me. Walking around with my robe on, making sure nobody see my butt, because they said walking basically gets your body moving to go to the bathroom. Still nothing. I literally, unfortunately, I had to take a suppository to go to the bathroom. So I was like, whoa, and that was on a Saturday night. My surgery was on a Wednesday morning. It started late, so I didn't have a bowel movement until Saturday. I had not eaten since Monday night at midnight, because you have to stop eating 24 hours before. So anyway, nothing was on my stomach. I'm like, what the heck am I gonna, now after surgery, you can't eat, I think, for the first day, and then you can kind of go into liquid stuff. I just had ices, broth, and sips of water. That's it. So, and then, like I said, I had 2 transfusions. That's a whole another separate story. But anyway, back to the aftercare. So when I got home, my mom actually had to get me an additional pillow to kind of sit up, because the pain is just unbearable. I had to get a step stool to get out of my bed, and it's not like my bed is super high, king bed or whatever. I just got a regular queen bed with the 2 mattresses or whatever. But getting out of bed was the worst. I also had to get a seat cushion for the toilet, because sitting on a hard surface was unbearable. So these are things they don't tell you. It's not in the paperwork that you need these things for support. They don't tell you how to get out of bed. I had to go to YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. I had to go to YouTube to find out how to get out of bed after surgery. And if I find a link and figure out how to put it down below, I will put in that video on how to get out of bed properly from a surgery. So then, once I was able to kind of get up in and out the bed on my own, your stomach is still not fully right to eat. You can't just go back eating normal when you get home. So I had definitely some digestive issues. And the reason why I wanted to wait to do this video now is because I do have digestive issues right now at this moment, which is why I'm drinking my ginger tea, because of the surgery. So basically, after surgery, um, your scar tissue, just imagine a piece of string, right? And it's wrapped around your intestines. Because when something's healing, your scar tissue internally, you don't heal for a full 6 months to a year. So I'm having digestive issues because the scar tissue is wrapped around my intestines. So I also have what's called post IBS stress or post stress IBS, one or the other. But yeah, and it's a really bad feeling in my stomach. I for me to not go to the bathroom at all during the surgery, to then go to the bathroom as much as I do now, that is crazy. I now like I can't do cheese and dairy and all that stuff. It's really taking a toll on me. Now the good part about my surgery, um, I should say the best part is that I don't have issues with my cycle anymore. So I am all for people getting a myomectomy. Get it. Just be prepared for the 6 weeks. Have someone with you. Get your pillow, get your seat cushion, and get you a footstool, okay? Because you will need all of that. Um, Now, oh gosh, what was I gonna say? Sorry, y'all. I lost my train of thought. Oh, I remember. Okay. So, also during recovery, I had a nurse. So she stopped past here and, she told me what to do as far as, keep sitting up. Laughing hurt. Oh my gosh. Coughing hurt because your ab muscles, you don't realize how much you need your ab muscles for everything and anything. Like, it's crazy. Just the smallest things. And that's why I said you need definitely a lot of support because your ab muscles, it hurt. Like, I was in here watching TV and stuff like that with my mom, and I was just like, I can't sit with you because the laughing, like, it just hurts so much. You pretty much do want to be in bed all day, like all day. And then driving, because of my stomach pain I still had, I was on driving restriction literally up until a week before I had to go back to work. So yeah. What else I was gonna say? But I am very happy that I don't have any more painful periods. Now, I've always been a 7-dayer, okay? And I know y'all probably like, oh, 7 days. But from my fellow people who have experienced a lot of symptoms that I have, you know what it's like, 7 days. Your first 3, 4 days is like hell. And like I said, I literally would miss a couple days of work, even like literally up until this year, due to my heavy, painful cycles to the point where I'm in bed, like nothing worked. I would take a leave as a kid, Advil, just everything under the sun. Midol, like just nothing worked. My body was like, ugh, please, just rejected it. So, anyway, okay. Now I'm going to jump into a whole nother subject now, but this is relation to this. Where I have to let my teenagers know, I need to let adults know, but I did a lot of research prior to my actual surgery. So when I found out that my fibroids had grew from walnuts, whatever it was, to apples, I'm like, no, I have to find out what this is. Like, this is crazy to me that they grew so much. So the research that I really, really want women, all ages, color, nationality, like this can affect everyone. But we as a country, we need to stop with the hormones. They are injecting so many hormones into things that we use on a daily basis, food that we eat, and I'm gonna start with parabens. Parabens and sulfates are the devil, okay? They are in so many of our products, skin products that we use every single day, okay? So my fibroids were growing because I was using a lotion that had lots of parabens in it. So just imagine every day you shower, you lotion up and everything, moisturize yourself. And when you do your research on parabens and how they're linked to estrogen, estrogen is the reason why hormones grows. So we have to be careful of our products. It's in lotion, it's in shampoos, it's in conditioner. When I tell you I found out, I threw out everything. I mean, I threw out so many of my products that had it. And I said, I refuse to keep having these fibroids grow. It's in your deodorant. You have to be careful with the chicken you eat. We all knew, I mean, that's been for years that they inject hormones into the chicken, which is why they're plumper than normal. But that's another reason why our young girls are overly developed. They have breasts the size of women, butts at like age 10, 12. It's insane. And we have to stop feeding children food. You know, the cheaper the food is not, the better. You know, we really have to go organic. You have to spend that extra amount of money to keep your health going. So, based off my experience, like I said, lotion I was using, shampoo, conditioner, deodorant. I feel like even in, it's not really in your nail products or anything like that. I looked into that. You can still get your nails done. I don't have mine done. But anyway, it's in all of those things. So just be very mindful. If you have little girls, start with them now. What I'm finding helpful by researching and reading, I'm one of those people, I'm in Target. You'll walk past me now, I'm reading the label, reading everything I am purchasing, because if I find 1 ounce of paraben in it or sulfate, nope, I'm not spending my money on it. So, as far as, yeah, hair products, like I said, it's in that too. Companies that are geared towards children are using less of those chemicals and products. So right now, like for this curl, and if you guys want to see more video, I straighten my hair too. Right now I have a neck and shoulder pain, so I haven't been able to straighten it. But Cantu, I don't really like the Cantu adult line, but the Cantu kids line, because they got to make sure there's no parabens and sulfates in it, is very good. Lotion, Aveeno. And I'm not a sponsor or anything like that. Like I said, I'm just telling you what's working for me ever since I stopped, I threw out everything with parabens and sulfates. And look out even for secret words. There's things that have words that have hydro something, paraben, nithol. You gotta just look out for it. I'm telling you, once you start seeing it, you're gonna pick it up and realize, nope. You'll be able to scan through a whole thing and like, nope, that's it. So anyway, yes, that's about the products. Now, this whole aftercare that I'm dealing with, this aftermath, it's really hard to say, because I'm very thankful that I had the surgery and it took care of that issue, but because now I still have these other health issues in place because of it, it's like a love-hate thing, I'm like, gosh, I want to just go back to feeling regular. Like, I still am not 100%. Excuse me, my cycle is about to come on. And so I'm just always nervous, like it's gonna be like what it was before, but I've been keeping track of it, and it's been really, really good. I do commend my surgeon. I'm in Maryland. I don't know if YouTube allows people to message me, but I can message who that surgeon was. But anyway, yeah, so I think that's the end of my journey that I wanted to share. Oh my God, I've talked 25 minutes. I did not want to be this long. But anyway, if you want to see more from me or any updates, I guess let me know. Comment below. Like I said, I'm not a YouTube, so I don't know how this whole thing works. I watch YouTube videos. I watch families and stuff like that. So anyway, but that's it. And if I leave anything out, I'll just comment it below, I guess. So, but thank you all for watching, and I pray that if you're going through what I went through, that just don't feel discouraged. Know that there is a cure, and we have to really take self-care. That's what it is. We can't rely on these doctors, because if I didn't do the research that I did after I found out that I had those 7 fibroids and why it grew, because my GYN, she couldn't tell me why they grew. I had to find out on my own, and like I said, it took a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of time, but whenever, on my lunches and breaks, I'm looking, I'm researching, I'm reading. The more information you see that comes up, there's clearly a reason why. Okay? There's a reason why. So, ladies, just do your research. Make sure don't give the kids any more stuff that says parabens. And I'll be in touch with you guys soon. So, hopefully, I'll get this digestive issue intact. And we'll give you guys an update. And you'll see my hair better, too. All right. Bye, everyone.